Hello there. Hello, hello. Hello. Welcome back to the channel. This is Kelly from Deep Soul Tarot. I was thinking, so that's why I wasn't prepared. I got a little tongue tied there because I was thinking about stuff. So this is kind of an impromptu reading. I get callings to do readings from Spirit, but I was sitting here and all of a sudden I heard Spirit say midnight messages. So I'm not doing this at midnight, but I will be releasing this at midnight. It may not be midnight everywhere. I am on the West Coast, but it's just going to be, I don't know, I just decided to do a reading. Midnight messages, because Spirit said so. So that's what I'm doing. So thank you for joining, whether it's midnight or I don't know what time, and maybe you're on the other half of the world. Maybe you're like in Europe or somewhere else, and it's midnight here that's being released. But for you all, for many of you, it may be the daytime or the morning. So, if that's the case and you like this, do let me know down below, because I'll continue to do midnight messages just so other folks from other parts of the world can get it during the day. Because I know that when I upload, the time I upload is either probably nighttime or the middle of the night for many of y'all. And I want to reach, everybody needs messages everywhere in the world. So, everybody's welcome here. So welcome. If you're from out of the United States or somewhere else in the world, welcome. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe. And again, comment down below. I love hearing from you all. Okay. So let's get going here. Let's just see what messages pop out. I had an idea of what I wanted to do, but I am going, never mind. We'll just do it. We'll just do it. I don't need to blather on about it. So I hope everyone's doing well. I do, for those of you who may not be aware, well, that's interesting, and we'll continue from there. Okay. Take one more off the top, because I'm going to do these in 444. Off the top. Okay. For those of you who aren't aware, I do Monday through Friday, I do Daily Dish. It's a reading, ranges from 15 minutes to 30 minutes, depending on the message. I release them in the morning, but they're timeless. You can watch them anytime, Monday through Friday, just to give us some food for thought and stuff to ponder and digest and then implement in our lives and think about throughout our week. And then on Fridays, I do the Friday reading, but then I also include weekend energies. And then Sundays, I just did one. I just did a collective reading, and so it's up, and that was a good message. And then I call it Soul Connection, so it's Soul Searching Sundays. So if you're not part of the tribe, do subscribe and join the tribe so you can be notified of when I upload that. I do cusp readings, I do love readings, zodiacs. I do a lot on here in this channel. So if you're subscribed, things pop up on your feed from this channel, and you can pick and choose what you want to watch. Okay? So do subscribe. All right, let's get going here. Let's start with the Emperor and the Seven of Swords. What's the overall energy here? The Hermit. Well, that's kind of appropriate with what I was thinking. And Strength underneath that. Okay. I almost called this Midnight Madness, but I didn't know what kind of reading would come out, and it may turn out to be that. It's going to be Midnight Messages, but I don't even know how to put this into words. It looks like somebody may have deceived you. Now, I'm just going to say signs as they come out, because if this does end up being someone you're dealing with, a love situation, doesn't have to be love though. This is an Aries card. So if you're dealing with an Aries in particular, or you are an Aries, this may be a message for you. So maybe an Aries has lied to you, or someone has deceived you in some way. Oh! Ooh! You know what I just heard? Very loudly. Somebody has stolen your power. Somehow somebody has stolen your power. This is kind of juicy here. This is a powerful energy. And you are not happy about that, let me tell you. Or, for some of you, they've stolen your power, and maybe you're not realizing it. Let's see what else we have here. So these came up face down. Underlying it, King of Cups, And justice. Ooh, boy. Okay. Well, what I'm hearing specifically with the King of Cups is normally you might flip out over something like this, but I think for you, you got some masculine energy here. You're a little fired up here. For some of you, you're a little fired up. But for many of you, you have done some soul work. You've done some work in your life where you are very emotionally mature. You're very aware of your feelings. And instead of flipping out, you're just going to make a decision from what you know now, the truth that you know now. Someone has lied. Somebody has deceived you. They've stolen your power somehow, some way. And justice is a Libra card. Justice is going to be served. Now, I'm going to flip this over, and I'll get to the Hermit in a bit. So, let's see what we have here. Oh, there's the Queen of Wands. 6 of Cups. 10 of Cups. Ooh, and 10 of Swords. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. But see, I'm seeing how this lines up here. Oh, wow, this is pretty powerful. I don't even know who this is going to be for, but hopefully the people that need it see it. This Emperor and this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands is all about stepping into your power. And nobody's going to mess with the Queen of Wands. Nobody. No one's going to take away the Queen of Wands' power. Let me tell you right now. This Queen of Wands, which I'm hearing is you, collective, pretty pissed off. Pretty pissed off that someone's trying to, that someone lied to them, is trying to steal their powers, trying to I'm hearing the word degrade. Like somebody is like making you look out to be the bad guy here, the bad person. This could be someone from your past. Maybe you're not even with the person if it's a relationship, or if it's someone from your past, maybe you haven't dealt with this person in a bit. But now you're finding out that this person is maybe saying something behind your back to other people, someone you dealt with in your past. Or maybe somebody's trying to apologize to you about something they did in your past. And you're not having it. You're just not having it. And you've matured a lot. Maybe whoever you dealt with, you've matured a lot. And this is somebody you thought of fondly. That's why it's so fired you up so much. This is somebody you thought you could trust. Or this could be possibly somebody that's from your past that you're dealing with now, or dating now, or something, and you just realize that they deceived you somehow. But I still hear they're stealing your power, stealing your power. This is all about power and confidence, and maybe at some point they did. They kind of made you feel less than. They made you feel like you were powerless. And we'll get more cards to clarify down here. 4 more. But you're more mature now, and you know what's going to make you happy. And you've come to the point where you've made a decision that you set boundaries where no one's going to hurt me like that ever again. That person or anyone else is never going to hurt me like that ever again. Let's get some cards down here. Let's see, some advice moving forward. And then we'll get back to our Hermit. You've moved on from this, or you are moving on from this. They tried to steal your power. Maybe they didn't like that you moved on. But you've learned a very valuable lesson here. You've graduated from when people maybe said things to you, you believed them. It's, I don't know what they call that. And I never have dealt with domestic violence. This is not somebody I was involved with. It was a female. And I didn't have anywhere to stay, and I stayed with her, and she was very narcissistic. I had a feeling about her, but she was the only one that stepped up and said, oh, but it was a martyr role. It was almost like, look how good I am. I'm helping someone out. And then 2 days later, everything flipped. It was like Jekyll and Hyde. It was like all of a sudden, and there was a point where I had to call 911. I'm not going to get into details. But she actually came home from being in a club, so she was intoxicated. She did have alcohol in her. but she like smacked me across the face, trying to knock my phone out of my hand, pushed me against the wall. I finally had to call 911 because I was trapped upstairs in the bedroom, and I finally got to the bathroom, but and then I finally got out of the house, out of the apartment. But she would constantly say things. It was degrading, condescending things that I mean, if I had not been a little bit more self-aware and aware of I don't know my feelings about her to begin with, I was right. I'd realized I was right. My first impressions about her were spot on. She was not what she appeared. Let me tell you, she was sweet to everybody. I'm thinking, oh hell, if you people only knew. It was a bad situation, but I could see how people that are in domestic situations, if the person does it enough and over and over and over in the head, and it was just like, it was a catch-22. It was like, what the hell? I didn't even do anything. Why are you badgering me like this? And I realized she probably came from, she had a domestic relationship before that, and she probably came from a home that was like that, but still, it was crazy. Anyways, moving on. But this person maybe there were times with this person or other people were able to influence you to think less of yourself, to doubt yourself, to, again, try to take your power. And somebody from your past may be coming back, or maybe you're just thinking about this person. But now you're in a different position for some of you. Maybe you've left and moving forward and just saying, no, I'm done with that. And as hard as it was, you may have had to lose. You may have been, I mean, as far as bad as even being out in the street. You may have, it was a loss for you. But, do I have a hole in my shirt? No, I just have something on it. Sorry. 7 of Cups. You realize you had options on how to get out of there. And if you haven't, you're thinking about it. You're spending time alone now. For some of you, maybe you're still dealing with this. You're getting stronger and stronger. Things are starting to, oh yeah, see, you're having to defend yourself. You feel like you have to defend yourself. I'll work my way back here. You have to choose the path you want. You're trying to figure out how, for some of you, you're still trying to figure out how to get out of this. All right? You are defending yourself all the time. And you know what? Stand your ground. There's no reason for you to have to defend yourself against anyone or any, whether it's a partner or other people, family, friends. There's no reason. You should not have to be put in a position where you're backed up against the wall, and whether it's mentally or physically, get out of that situation. It's not, I mean, if people are doing that to you or someone's doing that to you, it's not good. So think about how you can get yourself out of there, because you're stronger than you think. You're stronger than you think you are. But it is going to take you to dig deep and find that strength to get out of that. I was trying to see. I don't think there's anything I need to clarify. I think I'm just going to leave it there. And what I'm going to do is some of this energy may overflow into the week. Excuse me. And maybe we can get some more answers in the other readings. This is a situation where you need to really, depending on where you're at in the situation. Now, energy is fluid. Time is an illusion. There is no real time when it comes to energies. Time is man-made. So energy is fluid because this may have happened. Some of you may already be in a point where you've left the person and now you're trying to work your way up and trying to get yourself back on your feet. Some of you realize now this is what you need to do, and maybe some of you haven't even come to that realization yet, but maybe this is kind of helping to open your eyes and see that there's some sort of, the person or situation that you're dealing with, they aren't or weren't who you thought they were, or the situation wasn't what you thought it was. It was presented in a whole different way, and the truth is coming forward now. Some of you may be dealing with some sort of, because what I'm hearing is the person in the past may have been sweet, very sweet, and you had no idea, just like that girl. I mean, I had a feeling, just some of her mannerisms, and I'm pretty good about perception with people, but, I try to give people a second chance. Oh, crap, this is way worse than I thought. Yeah, so, that was an interesting story. But anyways, so take some time right now to think about, this is the midnight message, think about things in your life. The answer is within you. And you may have to take a loss of some sort. It may be difficult. There may be difficult times. But the Five of Pentacles is basically saying that the next card is the Six of Pentacles. The universe is going to then give you some sort of opportunity. You may not realize it now. Like these people are out in the cold, they're injured, and they're out in the snow, and they're cold, and they feel like they have nowhere to go. There's a church right here. They could probably get assistance. There's something that's going to come in your life, spiritually. The universe is going to bring something in your life then that will assist you to be able to move forward. You may be afraid to do that right now. Don't let this person take your power. They're trying to steal the power from you, whomever it is, or a situation, like work or I don't know. You take that as it resonates. Don't make it fit your situation. But if anything's in here that triggers you where you say, yes, exactly, you have the power to change this. You know, only you know what's going to make you happy in your heart. And if you're really honest with yourself and you're ready to not deal, because the tens are about endings. So once you decide to get out of that, you're going to realize that you're going to be much happier. So figure out the options you have. And if by chance it is a real domestic, physical domestic, or even mentally, they don't even have to physically, if they're degrading you, it's and I'm sorry if that's happening, but you find resources to get you out of there. All right? Well, this is what I have for the collective right now. This is a quick message. I usually go in and clarify stuff, but this is pretty forthright here there. So anyways, I will be doing more of these, especially if you guys give it a thumbs up, and I know you like this. Let me know where you're viewing from, because if you are out of the United States, somewhere else where it's a totally different time zone and it's daytime and you like the midnight messages, I would appreciate those who let me know down below, so I will continue to do them for y'all. Okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Do remember to like, share, and subscribe, and comment. All right? I will see you in the next one, I hope. Subscribe and join the tribe if you haven't. Peace out.